Hello, today's lesson is topic 3.2, rates. Today we're going to write rates as fractions. We're going to learn about unit rates, and we're also going to find the best buy based on the cost per unit or the unit rate. So one new thing that we're looking at today is the concept of unit rate or price. So this is the cost of an item per one item. So the unit rate is the cost per item. So for example, if you're buying 3 shirts for $25, the unit rate or cost per shirt is $8.33 because that would be $25 divided by 3. So that's how we're going to find out unit rates today, and that's also how we're going to calculate best buy. In lesson 3.1 we learned about ratio, and today we're learning about rates. So ratios are comparing quantities that have the same units. So if we're comparing people to people, like 12 to 5, we show that ratio as 12 to 5 and we don't use units. But rates compare quantities that have different units. So for example, 500 kilometers in 5 hours. So in this lesson today, we're going to have to include our units. 500 kilometers in 5 hours, we need to have the units because they're different, so we need to be clear what we're talking about. The good news is we use rates every day. We compare division to quantities all the time, like speed per hour, every day if you're driving. Fuel consumption, kilometers per liter. How good of a fuel consumption does your car get if you have a car? Wages, how much do you make per hour? And then when we're shopping, the cost per kilogram, or more commonly here, the cost per pound, if we're buying things like fruit or vegetables, things that are purchased based on weight. So we can see rates in many life examples. And when we look at unit rates, we're looking at reducing to a single quantity. So per hour, per liter, per kilogram, those all are expressed as unit rates. So for example, number 1, 50 kilometers per hour, this is a unit rate already because it's per one single hour. So we can show this as 50 kilometers per 1 hour with a slash or with our colon. If we have greater than 1 hour, for example, in number 2, 80 kilometers in 2 hours, then what we're going to do is we're going to divide. We're going to get that down per 1 hour. So we're going to divide 80 divided by 2 equals 40. So now we have 40 kilometers per 1 hour. For number 3, 90 cents for 6 grams, we're going to set that up as 90 over 6 and divide that. 90 divided by 6 is 15, so we'll get 15 cents per 1 gram. And then number 4, $12 per 3 people. Again, we divide 12 divided by 3. This gives us $4 per 1 person. So the units don't cancel. We keep the units. If it's cents per gram, kilometers per hour, money per people, we keep those, but we can reduce down to a single unit, and that is our unit rate. So let's take a look at 3.2a do together. Jada takes 3 hours to deliver 189 newspapers on her route. What is the rate per hour at which she delivers her papers? Okay, well, she delivers 189 papers in 3 hours. So we want to make this equal to 1 hour. So this is getting us to a unit rate. So we're going to take 189 and we're going to divide by 3. And when we do that, 189 divided by 3 is 63, and that 63 is over 1. So we are going to have 63 papers in 1 hour. Just go ahead and do the first 3 questions in the exercise, then we'll move on to the second part of the lesson. So we're going to show these rates as ratios in simplest form, okay? So what we're doing basically is making unit rates here. We're keeping our units though, because remember, we're comparing 2 different things. If we were comparing the same thing, then we would make it as a straight up ratio without any units. So we have 95 cents for a dozen eggs. So we want to do this in the simplest form. And that's what they mean when they say down to a unit rate. So 95 cents for 12 eggs means we take 95 divided by 12. So that's going to give us 8 cents for every 1 egg. For number 2, we go 1,000 kilometers in 4 hours. So we take 1,000 divided by 4, and that's going to be 250 kilometers in 1 hour. Or we can show this as 250 kilometers per hour. That's fine. That's very common for us, right? Or 250 kilometers colon 1 hour. So as we learned in lesson 3.1, there's a few ways you can express rates and ratios. For number 3, 3,000 revolutions in 1 minute. Notice that the unit is already down to 1. So this one, we just have to take 3,000 revolutions in 1 minute. So now let's take a look at Best Buy. Getting the best deal. We all like a deal. And we can see here, this has been taken from Superstore website. So if you do online shopping, unit rate is actually shown to you right in the website. So we've got apple juice, Minute Maid, Sunripe, No Name, and Blue Menu. And they're all different prices, and sometimes at the store can be kind of confusing. But let's say you don't really care which one you buy. You're just looking for the best deal. Well, the best deal can be found by taking the price and dividing by the quantity. And so here, they've actually shown us the Best Buy by taking it down to the milliliters. So this is 18 cents per milliliter, 13 cents per 100 milliliters, 10 cents, and 12 cents. So the unit rate can really give us the best deal, and we can see that the best deal is the 10 cents per 100 milliliters. These apple juice boxes are on sale, and so they become the Best Buy. Sometimes you'd be surprised at how rates can help you to find the Best Buy. We often think the biggest package is the best deal. That's not always the case. We need to find the unit price, and we find that through division. We divide the money divided by the quantity, and then that is going to give us a proper rate. And we can compare those rates or unit rates of different products to see where we can get the best deal. So we have a very important key idea here, which is when we want to find the unit price, we put the money up top. We put the money in the numerator and the unit amount in the denominator, and then we divide. So money up top, think money first. So example number 1, we want to find the unit price for each quantity and tell the better buy. 10 grapefruit for $4.25 or 12 grapefruit for $4.80. Remember, money goes up top, so $4.25 goes up top for 10 grapefruit, or $4.80 for 12 grapefruit. Now the book gives us a couple of methods that we can use, or really they advise you to change this into cents. I don't think that's necessary considering that we're using a calculator. We can compare decimal numbers just as well. So I'm going to show this keeping the decimal in. So all I'm going to do is take 4.25 divided by 10. which gives me a unit rate of 0.425. So that's 42 cents per gram. And then the $4.80 divided by 12 gives me 0.4 per gram. So which one is cheaper? If you want to see them more clearly, you can make the decimals line up. 0.425 or 0.4, just pop in a couple zeros. You can see that 400 is less than 425. So you can compare your decimals by making them the same. So this one is our best buy. The 12 grapefruit is our cheaper price. For number 2, we're finding the unit prices and then we're comparing to see the better buy. 360 ml can of beans for 90 cents. 90 cents over 360 ml. Remember, money goes up top. Or 500 ml can for $1.10. Now here we have quantities that are the value of the money is a little different. We have 90 cents and we have $1.10. We should keep them the same in order to better compare them. So I'm actually going to take $1.10 and make that into 110 cents divided by 500 mils. You could also make 90 cents into 90 cents with the dollar sign. So you should be consistent when you're comparing, okay? So 90 cents over 360 mil or 110 cents over 500 mil, and then we start to divide. 90 divided by 360 is 0.25 cents per mil, and then 110 divided by 500 is 0.22 cents per mil. So we can see that the 0.22 cents is our best buy. So our best buy is the 500 ml can. That's our better buy. For the 3.2b do together, we're going to solve for the best buy, and we're going to round answers to the 100th of the cent, so 2 decimal places to our 100th place. That way we can easily compare if we get long decimals on our calculator. So we have a local store charging $6.50 for 5 pounds of grass seed, or you can get 25 pounds of grass seed for $27.75, which is the best buy. So let's do our setup. Money on top, $6.50 divided by 5 pounds, or is it cheaper to get the $27 package of 25 pounds? When we take our calculator, $6.50 divided by 5, we get 1.3. That's 1.3 per pound. That's our unit rate, $1.30 basically. And then $27.75 divided by 25 gives us $1.11 per pound. So we can see that the big package is the best buy. So we can say the 25 pounds is the best buy. For number 2, a store has vitamins on sale. Brand Y is $2.35 for 50 tablets. Brand Z is $10.50 for 200 tablets. So I'm going to underline my key information. But they both have a coupon. Brand Y's coupon is 50 cents and brand Z's is $1.50. Which brand is the best buy? Okay, well, let's take the coupon off first. So let's do Y. That's going to be $2.35 minus 50 cents. So that's going to be $1.85 for the 50 tablets. And then brand Z is $10.50, but the coupon is $1.50, so we're going to take that off. And so that's going to be $9. Whoops. Just erase that. I'm running out of space here. I hope this doesn't cut it off. $9 for 200 tablets. So let's go and do our division. $1.85 divided by 50 gives us 3.7. And that's if we take 3.7, sorry, if you make that 185, sorry, if we have $1.85 divided by 50, I'm just going to scratch that out because I kept the decimal there. Remember, you can take the decimal out or you can keep it in. You just need to be consistent. If you take it out, you have to take it out of both of the money. And then if we take the $9 divided by 200, we get 0.045. So we can see that the 0.037, brand Y is the best buy. That's our lowest decimal number. So brand Y is the best buy.